Welcome everyone. Today we're going to be showing you our take on a bread and butter pudding, but we're not going to be using bread. No bread on this one. We're going to be using these bad boys. So these are croissants that's already filled with chocolate, and the reason why we're going to be using these is because these was 89p. Now a loaf of bread can cost you over £1 to £1.60 depending on what type you get. But let's give these a go. These will make a classic bread and butter pudding, but with no bread. Bit of a contradiction. Let's see what the ingredients is, and let's see how it turns out. So let's just run through the ingredients. This is a 4-ingredient dish, so it's nice and simple. We have got a little bit of sugar if you want to make it a little bit sweeter, but we're using a bit of double cream that we bought from the supermarket. There's half a pint of milk, and there's our chocolate croissants and some eggs. That's all you need ingredient wise. Nice and simple. Equipment wise, you're going to need a mixing bowl, a couple of knives depending on how soft or hard the croissants are, a little whisk, and a tray to bake through the oven. Now I've preheated the oven already on about 180 degrees. It's a fan assisted oven. I just want to get it a little bit warm. I recommend the cooking time is going to be roughly half an hour to about 40 minutes. I would advise you, when you've got this prepped up and it's ready to go, put it on the middle shelf on the oven, and then let's just move it up to a higher shelf if need be, to make sure it starts rising. But there's the croissants. There's 8 in a pack. So let's get cracking and let's show you what we're doing. Let's get cracking. So we're going to be cracking the eggs. Let's get the eggs cracked into the bowl. So we've got a mixing bowl. We're going to be using 3 eggs in there. If we think we need another one, we'll put another one in. Some people put 3 eggs in and then it's one for the pot, but we're just going to put 3 eggs in it. 3 eggs in it, because these are quite big eggs. The reason why they say extra eggs is if there's only, if the eggs are small, then you need the extra egg. So that's them ones already cracked up. Nice and easy. We get out a mix, like so. We're not going to put any cinnamon or anything in it. We're just going to use the egg mixture. And the reason why we're not is because I'm hoping that these are going to be sweet enough to be able to use, which they should be. But we will add a bit of sugar to it as well. Now you can put nutmeg into it if you want, but I'm choosing not to on this one. So that's the eggs already mixed, nice and simple. Then we're going to be using some cream. So we're using double cream. You can use single cream, but we're using the double cream. This Elmley one's quite nice. And we're going to do half a pint of cream to half a pint of milk. And the reason why is we want it to rise a little bit, but we want that sweet taste, and it thickens up nicely with a bit of cream. It's always a bit posh. In the hotels you always use cream. You very rarely use milk. So we're going to mix that in together like that one, like so. So that's his mixture done. It's really important to measure this out though. So you've got 3 eggs to a pint of liquid. I'm just going to pour that in now, like so. Well, that's it. That's his mixture done. So we're not doing far off on time. It's not taking hours to do. That's that mixture done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little bit of sugar. Only a little bit. So basically 2 little sprinkles, or I'm going to say maybe a tablespoon if you want of sugar, if you like it sweet. These will be quite sweet, so we should be alright. So that's all ready to go. Let's just put that to the side. Let's open these up. Not open them up yet, so I don't know what they look like. But as you can see, little baby croissants already done. You get 8 of these in a pack, and then we're going to slice these ones up. So we're already on 4, like so. That's all done. They smell absolutely gorgeous inside. We're going to be using this tray. So basically it's like a glass tray, heat proof, put it in. Maybe a little bit too big, but we'll wait and see. And then we're just going to slice these croissants up. I'm using a serrated knife. quite coarse serrated. I did fetch a couple of other ones just in case we needed them, but we don't. You're going to need a bit of a serrated knife. And we're just going to literally slice it like so. You can see the chocolate in it. So that's going to get laid up, and we'll put some of these plain ones. So the plain ones we're putting on the bottom. So they're like the first edges. Keep the chocolate ones because we'll put them into the middle. So then you've got that nice gooey taste to it. A little bit messy, but I'm slicing it nice and thin, as you can see. And we're just going to keep layering it all up, putting them all in. So pretty much what I'll do is I'll slice them all, and you can see me layering it all up. So these will all get sliced up. So the only skill that you need on this one really is just to be able to slice croissants. You can break them up with your fingers if you want. It depends on if your knife skills are not very good. But I just use a serrated knife, best one you can get, and then that will help you up. So we're getting quite a lot of slices out of this. This is something that we used to do years ago in the hotels. It's quite tasty. Well, it was very expensive to do now, but obviously we're shopping around and you're picking up these croissants. I class these as more like a continental croissant, because they're not like you get from a baker's. They're already pre-made, they're already vat packed up, but they're still as nice, and they'll be lovely in this so-called bread and butter pudding. So that's already done. So what we're going to do is, let's get the tray in front. So the ones that's not got a lot of chocolate on, we're going to put in first, and the ones that have got more chocolate on, we'll put them a bit further down. So again, we're just going to keep literally putting it all in. Don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be a super chef to be able to do this. Just use your bit of imagination. If you want to add anything else extra to it, by all means, please do so. But we're doing it like this. So that's your first layer in. As you can see, that's the first layer ready to go. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to pour some of this mixture in. Now some people will leave this overnight to soak in. I don't think you need to. I think we'll just pour it all in, and we'll just cook it as it is. Like so. And then we'll just give it a little squash down with your fingers. That's it. And then we're on to the next layer up. Again, just keep putting it all in. Nice and easy. You can't go wrong with this. Just make sure that it's fully covered with liquid, because if you don't, it will burn. That's the only thing you've got to keep your eyes on. So that's it, all done. Pretty much ready to go in. Let's just get some more of this mixture over the top. Now I don't think you need to add any more sugar, because it looks bang on, I think. There we go. All done. Squash it down. That's it. Ready to go in. And we'll get this into the oven. It will absorb some of that liquid, cause it to cook. Wash my fingers off. I'm cooking at home today, purely because I haven't got a lot of time. Caffey's been extremely busy. So that's it. That's all done. Nice and easy. We'll get this loaded into the oven, and then we'll show you what it looks like when it comes out. We're going to time it now, so it's going to be roughly, we'll give it half an hour, and then we'll come back to you. We'll take it out of the oven and we'll see what it looks like. It's been in the oven for exactly 40 minutes. We did 20 minutes on a lower shelf, and then the last 20 minutes we put it onto a higher shelf so it started to rise. It's definitely ready now because I can smell it. It smells absolutely gorgeous in here. Let's show you it in the oven, and let's take it out and let's see what it's like. Everyone, let's have a look what it's like when it's coming out. Oh yeah, look at that. It's looking good. It's coming direct out of the oven. That looks absolutely gorgeous. Let's put it on the side so you can see it, everyone. Look at that. Looks absolutely gorgeous. So I don't know whether you can see, it's got that little crispy top to it. Everyone likes a bit of crispy the edges. It's cooked nicely. I'm touching it, it's bouncing now. If it bounces too much, because it's not cooked enough. But let's just zoom in on that one. Let's just show you what it's like. So there you have it. You can see all the chocolate on there. Look at that bit of chocolate there. It's still, that chocolate is still going. I think you can see the residue from the fat out of the chocolate. I mean, look at that there. Oh, that's red hot. So as you can see, everyone, it's not took very long to do. Nice simple recipe. Hope you enjoy that. I shall be having a piece of that with a bit of vanilla ice cream. Oh, can't wait for that. Hope you've enjoyed this one. So it's a nice simple dish, 4 ingredients. Hope you enjoy it, because I'm sure I will.